Okay, I believe we're live. I think it's working now. Hold on. Bear with. Right then, we are live. We're ready. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the STB Racing League Season 29 Tier 2 World Championship. We are here at the Suzuka International Raceway Speedway. Whatever the fuck it is, figure of 8 track, I ain't got a clue. We are here at Suzuka for round 4 of tier number 2. We've had a few issues. I've literally just lagged out, so I had to restart the stream, and it's just absolutely mental. We are here for the Japanese Grand Prix, live from wherever the fuck we are. Welcome to everybody. We're on the formation lap. We've got a few new drivers. I'm going to go through them. We've got a few reserves racing tonight. But yes, tier 2 is back. We are back for tier 2. A few drivers have been sent to the grid. On pole position, though, is Emery Boz. Second is Alao Chow. Big up to him. This is his first race, and a great qualifying from him to get himself up to P2. Then we've got OMB Gitsa. I hope I'm saying that right. Fourth is Cabreroa. Fifth is Dilemma. Sixth is Zazum. The debutants are having a great start to this. They're starting second, third, fourth, sixth. Yasharhan is in seventh. Eighth is Etisech. Ninth is Donikar. Then you've got Freza, Avni, OK, Chris. 13th, you've got, this is Frozinho. 14th is Isha. 15th, Mertkan, Yeltsin. These guys should really be up there, but they had a very poor qualifying, and they've been sent to the back. 15th, Mertkan. 16th, Pedro. 17th is this guy. 18th is Patrick. 19th, Callum. And 20th is Tharlo, and he's something's going on there. But that is the grid for the Japanese Grand Prix, live from Suzuka. Here we go then. We are gearing up for the start of this race. Tharlo's going to put himself into his grid box here at Suzuka. It's round 4 of the season. Let's see who's going to win this. 1 out to the gantry, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for the drivers here in Japan. Right out and away they go. Great start there from Gitsa. Oh my fucking lord. He's already got the move done on Elo Chow as they come down into turn number 1. And it is Emery Boz that leads. There's going to be some contact in that midfield. Let's have a look at this. You've got a racing ball trying to go up the inside of the Alpine there as they come through the first section. And the racing ball's off the track. That's Isha's been forced off by the Alpine. That is Frozinho. Pedro has been able to get out of that. He's 17th. Trying to go around the outside of Patrick here at the back of the field. But that is a pretty mental start. And I think that's Freza in the gravel. Yeah, bit of grass on his tyres in this Grand Prix. What a start, though, from Gitsa. Gets himself up into P2. And there's some action up here because you've got the Mercedes. So the Sauber versus the Haas, and the Haas has spun across the track, and the Red Bull, that was major lock-off, and the Haas has been put into the wall. That is absolutely fucking carnage into the hairpin, as you'd expect here at the Kamui Kobayashi hairpin, here in Suzuka, and the Ferrari's gone fucking majorly slow through the middle of the track, and then the Haas has had taken wooden action. Patrick down to 15th, the Racing Bull's up the inside, he's spun out of the Grand Prix. That's Isha, that's 2 crashes in 1. Dolo's up to 16th, and it's all kicking off on this first lap of the Japanese Grand Prix. And now you've got Yasharhan trying to get past. This is Dilemma. And the Aston Martin's trying to find a way through. That is Yasharhan. That is an action-packed start to this Grand Prix here in Japan. Johnny Carr side by side with Callum. Johnny Carr's going to drive inside Callum there as they go now onto the pit straight. But it is Emery Boz that leads the Japanese Grand Prix. Hello, Chow in 3rd. And then you've got this guy in 4th. Very good start from him so far. He's up to P4. He's been able to avoid all of that carnage. There's some action going on at the back. You see that in the background. That's Freza versus Tharlo 4 into the S section. Freza's been pushed over onto the track. Going to rejoin into the Haas. And he's span. What is going on in Tier 2? It's all kicking off. Majorly kicking off here in Suzuka. Sazum then needs to try and get on the back of the Alpine here to try and get past him. Gap to the top 3 is now 2.2 seconds. And Allow Chow has lost that DRS. Gap is 1.2 to the top 2. See what I did there? That was pretty good. The Mercedes gone wide in 30 out. It's going to give Dilemma now the run. He's going to have a bit of a moment out of the spoon curve. Overtake being used for all of these drivers up the hill. Pedro's left the session. He's had enough of that. So boss side into the hairpin. This is Sazum versus Dilemma. And I think Dilemma's got the move done, but he's had quite a poor exit. And now Zoom's going to try and get him with that DRS. But Dilemma's just going to use all that overtaking DRS situation. He's going to get himself, keep that position. He's kept P5 in the Grand Prix. That's the two Williamses going side by side. That's Tharlo versus Cabrero. If I've said that right, I hope I have. Let's try and get Pedro back in here, if he's had no issues. Let's go. Yes, I am back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back in the commentary box. It's been a very, very, very action-packed first 2 laps of the Grand Prix. And Sazum, not going to go for any stupid moves into the hairpin, but he did have a good run on the Sauber. But now Dilemma's trying to keep in that DRS of the Alpine. Dilemma's got good pace here. But the Alpine has got DRS on the car ahead, so that's not going to be good. But yeah, the top 2, Gitsa and Emery Bars are flying. Gap 3.2. And Gitsa has got that DRS. Right then. You got Dunikar, Callum and the Sauber of Chris here. Chris is on the hard tyres. He's had a great start on those hard compound tyres. You can just see the massive train now forming. And Dunikar's in the slipstream. DRS, overtake mode being used up the inside of the Sauber, up to P8. And the Mercedes can have a go as well. And he's gone wide. He's gone over to the border of South Korea. And Mertcan's through to P10. He's going to ride that curb. We'll have all the riding. And Mertcan now is going to have to just stay behind in that 30 on Chris. But Chris has done a great job, as I've just said. He's on the hard compound tyres. He's doing a great job. That went well. China, South Korea border. Yeah, that went really well. Sorry, guys. And oh my fucking God, talking about what's going well. Mertcan's getting fucked now by Callum into the Kamui Kobayashi hairpin. Here we go. And Mertcan's just got a great exit. I'll tell you something. Mertcan is really getting fucked now by Callum. He's on the inside of the spoon curve corner. He's going to force his way through. Is the Mercedes driver. He's up to P10. Really getting his elbows out there. And he's got himself up another position. But Mertcan's going to try and get him back because he's got the ERS situation now. But he hasn't got much to use. But Callum, he's not good with his ERS management. He's down at 8%. And that was very aggressive under the brakes there. And here we go. This might be Mertcan's opportunity down the straight. But talking about opportunities, Chris is back past the Red Bull. And Callum is defending against the McLaren up ahead as well. Dunikar and the Sauber going side by side. This is Chris on those hard compounder tyres. And he keeps P8 in this race. There you go. Look at that. Someone says, let's go, Callum, my GOAT. Absolutely. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us here tonight in Japan for round 4 of the Tier 2 Championship. We're here at one of the most iconic circuits on the calendar. This is as well, if I'm not mistaken, no, sorry, Bahrain was laser scan. This is another laser scan track that we are using in Season 29. So it's great to see that the EA and Codemasters, even though they're giving us quality glitches, quality bugs, they're also giving us quality tracks in terms of them actually being specific to real life and what they look like in real life. So it's great. And I'm not going to lie to you. They made a big song and dance about these blossom trees. I'm not being funny. They're not that great. I can't lie. So if you are a fan of blossom trees, I'm really sorry. They're just not for me. But I'll tell you what is for me. Zazoom's going to have this DRS on the back of the Aston Martin. He's running a great race here tonight. I must say, P7, he's battling with the big dogs in Tier 2 at the minute. Got to keep in that DRS. That's all he's got to do. No stupid moves. Let's see what people are putting in the chat. TT earlier told me the curbs aren't as aids now. Thursday will be interesting. Yes, it will. Thursday will be very interesting. You can join Darlow on Thursday, guys, for TR4. I'll be back. Hopefully my internet won't fuck me up this time. Someone says they love blossom trees. Well, do you know what? As a kid, I used to love blossom trees. I can't lie. As a kid, it was lit. I used to get a stick. If you're from the UK, you'll know what I'm on about. I used to get a stick, and I used to just whack the tree. All the blossom used to come off. It was amazing. It was as if I was getting married. It was giving confetti, and Callum's giving a move up the inside of Spoon Curve. The Red Bull's trying to try and get him back on the exit, and Callum's going to get himself up into P9, get the move done. There you go. But because he's got shit ERS management, Dunnicar is going to have the pace. He won't derate, but I'll tell you something. Here we go. Green Fox now up the inside of the McLaren, gets that move done into 130R. And he's up to P11 in this Grand Prix. And then you got Callum 9th. Going to use that overtake on the exit. But Chris now is running decently well. He's in P8. And he, of course, given everything goes well, as I've just dropped my cup on the floor. As everything goes well, Chris will be going longer into this Grand Prix. Someone says that they're going for a victory on Thursday. It's going to be lit. Japan, for me personally, is not a good track for me. So, you know, like I've literally done time trial and it is awful. Like, this track is awful. So I'm not really expecting anything this week. But you can come and support me, guys, on Thursday. Tomorrow, actually. So I am reserving. And then on Thursday. For Tier 4. So absolutely. And Dunnicar versus Callum once again. Here we go, side by side. Bit of contact. Side by side. Here we go. They're pushing each other left, right, centre. And Callum's got the move back on the Red Bull. So Callum's got himself back up to P9. You can see he has not got a lot of ERS compared to his competitors around him. Dunnicar 60, Fresino 90. Mertcan's using that ERS as well. So Callum is just in a train. My cat is there trying to fucking eat something. I ain't got a clue what's going on. And Lau Chow is in the pits. He's going for that undercut. I'll take some at Dunnicar. Here we fucking go. Callum pulls to the inside line. Dunnicar around the outside of the first corner. Callum's going to force it wide. That's major contact. And Fresino's through as well. And Callum's going to push him on the grass. Fucking hell. Talk about aggressive and getting your elbows out. Callum, P8, here in Japan. And he's really putting on a show for the spectators, for everyone. Dollar's P12 now. Really putting on a show. And his teammate behind him, P13. Dropped off a little bit. 2.2 now is the gap. Fucking hell. Callum is having none of it tonight. That's right. Let's go Zazoom. Absolutely. When I saw Zazoom, sorry, hang on. Let me stop chatting shit because RMT's gone wide the Alpine. He's made a big mistake on Spoon Curve. Now he's going to have Dilemma all over the back of him. And talking of Zazoom, he's going to dip himself into the slipstream now off the Sauber. I was going to say dip himself inside Dilemma, but that's absolutely crazy. As they come into the chicane now. And he's fucked it a little bit. And Reen foxes through, but Callum's going to try and get him through. Fresnillo's trying to find his way past the Mercedes. I think now this is the time for Fresnillo to go and get it. Here we go, down the straight. And Fresnillo is going to get this move done into P8 in the Grand Prix of Japan. He's going to get himself, and he's on those hard tyres as well. So him and Chris are running a great race, 7th and 8th. And now he's going to have a bit of clean air as well, and the better tyres. Donny Carr's in, early pit stop for him. So yeah, there you go. I'm hoping that Chow doesn't get himself involved in any traffic. And I think Sazum is... That's Ari up the inside. Bit of contact into the hairpin. And that's Dilemma keeping P5. He's dropped off now from Sazum. And the Alpine's got himself up the road after that mistake last lap at Spoon Curve. Who's done that. But Geetsa is keeping in that DRS. They are really dominating this race. Gap is 9 seconds to the rest of the field. They're really doing bits here in Japan. They're really doing what needs to be done. Are they going to come into the pit lane? No, but Geetsa's had an awful exit out of that corner. So while it's calmed down slightly, when I was looking at Sazum's name, it reminded me of the song Va Va Voom by Nicki Minaj. And the racer ball is going to go through. Bit of a mistake there from the Williams. And Isha's through to P12. But it was given, you know, I wanna give you one last option. I wanna give you one last chance. If you got it, you got it, you got that boom. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying, viewers? Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what it was given, for me anyway. But yeah, Chow looks to be looking good at the moment. 6.5 is the gap to the Williams up ahead. He has got clean air, so he's able to run much quicker. And he's on those fresh hard tyres as well. Boxed very early though, off of those mediums. The advantage that you get from having just DRS and overtake mode and just slipstream is mental. Gap now 10.4 to the Alpine in P3. Like, it's just mad. But pit stops really do matter. I think the pit stops is now what's going to determine if the Alpine's going to stay in P3 or not. Is he going to box this lap? No, he's not. Is anyone going to come in? We are going quite long. Chris is also now catching Dilemma as well. Watch out for that. Here we go. Callum's using everything he's got down the straight. And he can't get the move done. Great defending there from the Alpine. If you got it, you got it. You got that vroom, vroom. What a banging tune, man. I think he's actually lost the position to Dilemma, because Dilemma's now up to P4. Gap to the Alpine, 1.8. He's running a great race so far. Even though he's 10.4 off the top two, he's actually running a really good race so far. If you got it, you got it. You got that vroom, vroom. If you got it, I'm gonna be va va vroom, vroom. Got that song in my head now. I might need to play it tonight. Right then. Are they coming in? Yes, they are. They're following each other in. Don't speed. They're in. Is this Alpine going to come into the pits? Or is he going to carry on? He's in. He's in the pits. Dilemma's in as well. You can see. So Zoom's going to carry on for another lap. Chris is also going to continue because he's on the hard tyres. Callum's going to continue on as well. He's got the overtake mode now. Overtake. Down the straight. Where is Allow Chow going to be? Because he's coming through the final corner now. Where's he going to be compared to everyone? Is he going to jump the Alpine? I think he will. Yes, he has, quite comfortably as well. So he's in the net P3 at the moment in this race. Actually, no. Hang on. Is he in P1? No, Emery Boz is up there. Okay, so he's in a net, yeah, net P3, sorry, net P3. Right then, is Emery Boz going to catch up to this pack? Obviously, they are looking very fucking quick. Or is he going to get fucked by this gaggle of cars ahead of him? That's my question. Why are you a good fucking singer? You are the first person in history to say that I'm a good singer. Let's not chat shit. Let's not chat shit now. Yeah? Stop flirting with me on the comms. Here we go. Callum up the inside of 130R. Going to get that move done. And he's going to get himself up into P3 at the Japanese Grand Prix. Vavavoom's going to come into the pit lane. Don't speed. Comes in. There you go. Callum's in as well. Both Mercedes are in. And oh my God, it's now very close to the back of Emery Boz, and they're actually catching up to Frazino. So they're going to try. They're gonna have to pick him off as quickly as they can. Caden Williams, who are you? Please. Stick to the TikTok viewing. Right, here we go. Emery Boz, P number 3 in this Grand Prix. And he's going to get himself in a position where he can try now to overtake this Alpine. The Alpine's gone very wide. He's on the grass. That's going to just allow the McLaren through. But Frazino's going to try and battle it now. Here we go. And that's really going to fuck Gitzer up, because now Gitzer is going to be in that dirty air of the Alpine. And he's just moved out the way. There you go. Sweet as you like. Up his insides. No, he needs to stay in that DRS. So you may need to burn it down here just to stay in that DRS. Oh my Lord, what the fuck is going on? Geeser's off the track! Oh my Lord, what's going on? Was that a mistake from the Spaniard? He's gone over the curb 3-second time, Ben. Oh my fucking Lord. What the fuck? Huh? I think he's either lagging or his wheel has fucked up, because that is the most bizarre thing. Oh, okay. That is the most bizarre thing I've seen so far this season. And he's going to be absolutely fucking raging. Dilemma also lost quite a bit of time in the pit stops, it looks like, as well. 2.9 is the gap between him and Yasharhan, so he lost a lot of time in the pit stops. That's Gitza past Frazino. I think maybe Chris is boxing soon off of those hard tyres. And he's going to box for a set of mediums. Same with Isha as well. He'll be off them soon. Here we go then. Vavavoom. Here we go. In a slipstream. Overtake mode. DRS. Here we go. You can see the red light from the Sauber. Here we go. Up the inside. And he's going to get that move done. Easy move there with the DRS. And he gets himself up into P9 in this race. Yeah, Shahan P8. Very lonely at the moment. 1.3 is the gap between him and the Alpine up ahead. And Chow now is getting onto the back of Isha on those 7-lap older hard compound tyres. Bit of a moment there from the Turk. Here we go in the slipstream. It is a Lau Chow. Here we go. Oh! Fucking hell. Lau Chow around the outside. Going to get that move done with the ERS. Is Chris in? Chris has continued on for another lap. Lap 16 now of the Grand Prix. Chris has also continued on. Isha's in the pits. And he's also got a 10-second time penalty. Tyler's going to get in the slipstream of Dilemma. Falls to the inside line. P9 for him. There you go. Let's get Pedro back in. He's had a lot of issues tonight. Right then. I can't lie, ladies and gentlemen, I'm feeling a bit ill. It's very hot in the UK, let me tell you. Mate, your voice when you script... Wow. That's meant on. Anyway. And there's been a crash. The racing ball span. Pedro disconnected as well. He's down to 17th. It's all kicking off. Chris is in the pits then. Mediums for him. He's going to be extremely far back. But he is going to be on much better medium tyres. Mertcan and Dunikar coming through. They're P11 and 12. Chris P13 at the moment. So he's just going to have immense grip. But he does need... The Wi-Fi lobby is very bad. What do you mean, the Wi-Fi? What's going on with the Wi-Fi? I think Pedro's just having an issue with his connections, to be completely honest. Communicate with online services. Or maybe it's just me. Let's give him 2 invites. Because I'm a nice person. Alright, let's see, because you got Frazinho's going to be coming in. Off of those hard tyres. Into the pits he comes. He's going to hit the wall for good measure as well, and he's going to speed. Right, Chow is on for a potential podium here in Japan. Yeah, yesterday, if you've seen on TikTok, you'll see there were some issues. I think it was a glitch. It was a glitch situation, just major glitching. Obviously, they've added new glitches with the new updates, and there you go. Basically, that's all to it. It did get fixed. There wasn't need to be any restart. It was literally just a pit lane bug, and then everyone just went back, and everyone was behind the safety car as normal. So it fixed it. It fixed itself, but it was. Very, very bizarre. Very bizarre. Oh, Allow Chow has actually lost the position. Maybe those hards are... Maybe won't get to the end as we want first thought. Here we go then. Vavavoom, DRS on the Aston Martin. Here we go, overtake mode. Is this going to be the move? Yajan's going to pull to the inside line. Soran the outside of the first corner. And Vavavoom has got the position into P5. And there you fucking go. Look at that. Great little bit of action there into turn one. And Dunicar's in the pits as well. He's on a set of mediums now to the end of the Grand Prix. Bit of a moment there from Yasharhan out of the second Degner. And someone says, yes, Vavoom. Yes, Vavoom. He's doing well in this race, I must say. He's doing well. It's really giving what it needs to give. Chow, though, is keeping in that DRS of the Alpine up ahead. Well, he's not going to do it by doing that, is he? Locking up those rears. Great debut from these two, Chow and Zazoom. Both from TikTok. Big them up every day of the week. Here we go. Allow Chow. And there you fucking go. Vavavoom, baby. Vavavoom P5. I'll tell you something. Zazoom is my favourite driver on the grid tonight. He's my favourite driver on the grid tonight. It's the fact he was having issues joining in the lobby. It just kicked him out, and I thought, right, he might not be able to race. He's got himself in the lobby, and he's going to get a top 5 finish, hopefully. Hopefully going to get a top 5 finish here in Japan. So I'm all for it, to be honest with you. And talking of all for it, Callum, here we go, battling with Dilemma. Side by side, that's a very unorthodox place to overtake. And he's up to P8. Dilemma drops again, P10. And you got Chris trying to come through. He's trying to get some points at least from this Grand Prix. And what the fuck is he doing? What the fuck was he doing? Dilemma just cut across the corner. What's he doing? He's closing. I love watching down into turn one. I'm his biggest fan. Big up. Also, guys, if you are new and you'd like to join the STB Racing League, all you need to do is obviously be in the server, complete the Season 29 sign-up form, just so we have all of your details, and submit your time trials at both Great Britain and Bahrain. And then me, the commentator right now, will be in contact with you. How lucky are you to have that Maudi in your DMs to tell you what division you're in the league. How special is that? That's so special. And then you take it from there. So if you are new and you want to join, it's very easy. We do give people opportunities to race every week. Obviously, the grids are pretty fun. But it is a pleasure to welcome as many people as possible. And when the sign-ups open in Season 30, as Patrick's retired from the Grand Prix, when the sign-ups open in Season 30, there will hopefully be an expansion of the league so that more people can race and can join us and actually race full-time instead of having to wait every week. So I do appreciate that, guys. But as we're in the middle of the season, yeah. And I believe that is a potential safety car. Wow, then. Oh, and the fucking... Oh, fuck me. Jesus Christ. Callum nearly hit the back of the safety car then. Now it's going to kick off. Strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen. I've just submitted Tom Tros and done my sign-up form. Big up to Caden in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. He's done it. He's on the ball. Right then, talking about being on the ball. This is now mental. Because we have got a safety car here in Japan. And yesterday's safety car was pretty mad. Let me just explain that. It was pretty fucking mad. And this is going to bring Pedro back into the race as well. So it's absolutely incredible. Oh, well, he's on the soft compound tyres. Don't go too fast, you know, on those softs. You'll wear them out. Right then. Emery Boz. Is he going to box? Yes, he is. I believe everyone's going to be coming in for those soft compound tyres. Okay. Well, that's really interesting, to be completely honest with you. Gitza has continued on. The Alpine's in the box. Charles going to come in. Bavoom is going to come in as well. Barlow's in. Yasharhan is also in the pit lane. Very slow guys into the pits. Don't need to rush it under safety car. Callum's coming in. Dilemma has continued on. So Dilemma now P3. Is anyone else going to continue on? I don't think there's really any point. Mertcan is on a fresh set of tyres. Chris is in. Barlow's boxing for a set of mediums. Doesn't think those softs are going to get to the end of the Grand Prix. Even there are like 2 laps remaining. But those softs are going to wear out dramatically. Dilemma and Gitza. They're both on a set of hard compound tyres. Well, this is just cinema, guys. That's what it's giving. It's giving cinema. That's what it's giving. I've seen a lot of people comment that on the TikTok. Cinema, cinema, cinema. Well, let me tell you, it's going to be cinema, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be better than the F1 movie. And let me tell you, the F1 movie was pretty lit. Let me tell you that. It was giving what it needed to give. Let's just say that. It was really giving. Do tell me, anyone in the comments, if you've watched the F1 movie, what do you think about it? Have you seen it? I watched it. It was fucking lit. And it's the first movie that I've watched and I haven't got bored. Like, my attention span is very short. So for me not to get bored at a movie, it's mental. So big up the F1 movie. If anyone has not watched it, I recommend go and watch it. Go and have, you know, a nice ice cold Coke. Get the popcorn, get the ice cream in the hot cinema. It's going to be fucking lit. Even guys, go on a date if you want. Go on a date. Go on a date to the cinema. F1 movie. Absolutely. Booyah car routes. Absolutely do it. Right. Anyway. Enough of my F1 movie advertisement. All I'm saying is a Maudi meet and greet at the cinema for the F1 movie. That would be pretty lit, man. Someone says, can't pick up any birds. Well, I weren't talking about birds. I was talking about human beings. I weren't talking about pigeons or hawks or whatever. I was talking about humans. Anyway. Hopefully the drivers can catch up to safety car, but because they're going so fast with these soft tyres, it's really difficult to save them and for them not to wear. Quite difficult. Absolutely. People calling me a numpty in the chat, guys. That is giving. That's giving ultimate name calling in 2025, guys. Umpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Umpty Dumpty had a great fall. But is anyone in this race going to have a fall? Is Geetsa going to somehow keep P1? Is Emery Boz going to get fucked? Is Dilemma going to cause carnage? We're going to find out very, very soon when these drivers catch up to the back of this pack. Who is going to win? Who's going to be victorious here in Japan? Is it going to be safety car in this lap? Well, we've got to wait for another lap. I think we're going to have to wait for another lap, guys. Dilemma's in the pits. Well, what the fuck's he doing then? That is a disaster for him. He's coming into the pits. Set of softs. The Red Bull's coming in as well. That's Dunicart. That is a disaster. It's going to send them to the back of the grid. He's going to pick up Pedro 2 positions. He's up to 15th now. Absolutely, Pedro. I do feel for him, you know. He's had a hard time so far this season. I just want a bit of success for him. He got a bit he had a bit of a problem with the stewards last week. He was given a 10-second time penalty for the incident with the safety car for dangerous driving. Because to be honest, when you're under a safety car, just be slow. You know, just be slow. You know, that you don't need to rush. You're actually not in any rush. You know, so there you go. But we are gearing up then for the restart. It's going to be 2 racing laps here at Suzuka. Strap yourselves in, guys. Get your popcorn out. Get your ice cream. It's very hot in the UK, and I'm sure it's very hot in parts of Europe if you're watching from there. And I'm sure it's hot wherever else you're watching because it's summer. So absolutely, we'll have all the sun, all of the sun. We'll have everything. Here we go then. Here we go then. We are gearing up for the start of the Japanese Grand Prix, the restart of the race. Here we go. Who's going to be victorious here at Suzuka? Who's going to cause absolute mayhem on this restart of the Grand Prix? We're going to find out in 3, in 2, 1.5, 1. It's go in Japan, lights out and away they go on the restart of the Grand Prix. And Emery Boz is going to use all of that ERS, but you've got action now behind because you've got Darlow versus Vavavoom into turn 1. Then you've got Alao Chow and RMT going to go side by side. Emery Boz is getting absolutely fucked in the first section. Here we go, RMT for the victory. Here we go. Who's going to win in Japan? We've got 2 racing laps. And the Ferrari is really, really slowing these guys down through the first section of the track. Here we go. And there's been a collision behind. Major contact. That's a Sauber. And that's a McLaren. That's Mercan off the track. Here we go. RMT, is he going to get the move done? Emery Boz, bit sluggish there on the brakes. Darlow's up the inside. He's going to force Vavavoom wide. Side by side. And Darlow's up to P5 now in the Grand Prix. And Emery Boz still behind the Ferrari. Here we go. And then you got the Alpine behind. That's a great run out of Spoon Curve. Now here we go. Slipstream all the way up the hill to 130R. Emery Boz in the slipstream once again, but Geetser's going to go defensive into the chicane. Side by side now as they come through, side by side, and Emery Boz is off the track. That's going to bring RMT back into it now as they come through down the straight. Here we go, overtake mode now, no DRS, and Geetser, here we go, side by side with Emery Boz, and RMT is going to get himself back into the slipstream, into turn one. Is this going to be a Murani outside? No, it's not. Oh, fuck me. Geetser's up to P3. Chow's hit the curb. Darlow's going to have to take avoiding action. He's in P5. Fuck me, hallelujah. Is this Emery Boz who is going to win this Japanese Grand Prix? Is RMT? Has he got the pace to try and challenge for this victory here in Japan? I don't think he does. But great P2. And now Chow is in the prime seat now for a podium here in Suzuka. Barlow P5, Callum P6. And Geetser's had a big moment, and that's gonna have Chow, and Dollar's running the outside, on the inside, it's their pin. Cam's gonna go on the inside of the Rebel, that's 3-1, it's their pin corner. Kamiko Kobayashi would be so fucking proud. The Aston Martin's picked up about 4,000 places as well. He's up to P5, he's having a great run. Darlow versus Callum now, down to Spoon Curve. Who's gonna get the victory? Is Boz gonna win? Is he gonna fuck it up? It is Boz that leads by 9/10 of a second, but Darlow 4 is on for a podium. Now Shahanari in the slipstream of Callum as they come through up to 130R in the slipstream. Is it going to be enough? I don't think it will, but fuck me, what a final lap to this Grand Prix. Emery Boz picked off the Ferrari exceptionally well, and he's going to come around the final corner to win the Japanese Grand Prix. Second is RMT, third's going to be Darlow on the podium. Fourth is Callum, fifth is Yasharhan, sixth is Chow. Vavavoom's gone all the way down to P8. Major scenes, the two Saubers doing synchronized spinning. That's a gold medal for them. And what an ending. Hell. That was pretty mad. Whew, I'm out of breath now. That was a mental end to the race. Hopefully it's not glitched and I can see the results at the end. I think it is glitched though. But that is that here in Japan. What happened to Vavavoom? I don't know. I ain't got a clue what happened to Vavavoom. That is that then. Emery Boz, first place here in Japan. Second is RMT. Let's get the results up. Third, Darlow. Fourth, Callum. Fifth, Yasharhan. Sixth, Allow Chow. Seventh is Freza in the end. Eighth, Vavavoom. Ninth, Cabrera. 10th, what a final lap there from Pedro. He was in 15th. He's gained 5 places on that final lap. P10 for him. He gets a point in Japan. Hello to Lorenzo. 11th, Chris. 12th, Dunikar. 13th, Gitzer in the end. He had a pen. 14th, Reen Fox. 15th, Dilemma. 16th, Avni OK. 17th, Mertcan. Your non-finishers, Ishat, Patrick, and is it Shanette? I don't know. But that is that. That is the Japanese Grand Prix live from Suzuka. Wow. That was just giving, to be honest with you. That was really just giving what needed to be gave. That was a great end to the race. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Really fucking enjoyed that. That was really giving. Vale. Great race there. Position dos for the Alpine. Just in the chat here. Great performance. Well done. Bien feito. No sé en español, lo siento. But well done to him. He got P2. Great podium. Definitely well deserved. Thank you, everyone. I have to say, nice commentary. Thank you so much. I'm sure there'll be clips up on the TikTok. It's going to be given. Tomorrow, guys, I am back on the track. Do come and support me. $, in the com box for tier 3. Tier 4 on Thursday. If you are just an avid tier 2 fan, you can join us next week, Tuesday. for the Italian Grand Prix at the Autodromo Nazionale di Monza for round 5 of the season. It's going to be an absolute cracker, that one. Next week's Monza. Tomorrow's Tier 3 Japan. We'll see you next time, whatever one you choose to watch. We'll see you then.